Hello and welcome to February 2025 Pizza of the Month. The pizza this month is called La Regina, which in Italian, that means the Queen. This pizza is very special to me as a good friend of mine in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania came up with the pizza and she competed with it in Italy last month at a pizza competition in Rimini, Italy, and placed first. She took first place, which is absolutely incredible. Over 1,000 competitors from 30 different countries. She entered in the gluten-free category with this pizza, and this is the way that a similar way that she made it. So first we're going to do the white truffle and porcini mushroom spread. There's only two ingredients that you need for this. This is our white truffle and porcini mushroom sauce. We'll use the entire can of it. It's 6.4 ounces, and the case is 6 cans. This is a special order from US Foods. It takes about 5 business days to get it in. So each shop has a case already, and then we're going to use this product also from US Foods. This is a mascarpone, and each shop already has a case of this, which should be good for the month, as we're only using 12 ounces of mascarpone cheese. So we want to weigh that out on a scale. 12 ounces. And then we'll use the entire can of the white truffle. So there's 6. And this is going to yield approximately 11 small Detroit-style pizzas. We're putting about 45 grams of the white truffle spread onto each small Detroit-style pizza. So here we go. There's our 12 ounces. So the can, crack it open. And get the awesome white truffle and porcini mushroom sauce out of here. Every last drop, as this is not cheap, this pizza. So there we go. And now we're just using a spatula to fold it into itself. So I can use a rubber spatula, which I have here, or you could use a metal spoon too. But just incorporate everything. This is nice to make the night before or day before too, and let it set in the walk-in cooler as the flavors will open up more with the mascarpone cheese. But today we're going to go right on to the pizza. The consistency when I mix it right now is very creamy. When I let it set overnight, it's going to harden some. So be aware of that if you're taking it right out of the walk-in cooler and trying to apply it to a pizza. But this is the consistency now that I have for the spread. All right, let's get started on the pizza. We're going to do a Detroit-style pizza, and then we'll do a round pizza. Hey, we're back, and we have February 2025 Pizza of the Month, the La Regina. We're going to do the Detroit large build right now. So first, we're always taking the par bake out of the pan, and we're corn oiling the pan and rubbing the corn oil into the pan and getting sides and corners, just like we do for every Detroit-style pizza, small or large, no puddles and no dry spots. Looks about perfect there. Let's put the par bake back in. And the first ingredient is our white truffle and porcini mushroom spread. And this application is similar to how you're putting the Good Dog sauce on, where we want to cover the entire surface area of the Detroit-style pizza and get a nice coating, even distribution of the porcini. This is the star of the pizza, this spread. So make sure that you cover every square inch of this pizza so that the customer, when they bite into any bite, they're getting this nice, wonderful flavor of white truffle and mushroom. So we can go close to the edge on this. Don't worry about touching the pan with this mascarpone, because it will caramelize nice on it. Don't wipe it all over the side of the pan, but you can get right to the edge, like this corner here. Let's get a little closer. Let's get the cheese all the way around. So similar application to good dog sauce. Next is our pre-weighed mozzarella or Detroit style cheese. We're using 9 ounces. We're always starting around edges. And then we'll finish in the middle because we want to make sure that we get the cheese to caramelize around the edge and that we have enough cheese to do that. So we finish in the middle with it, covering corners and edges first. And then our final topping before we go into the oven is going to be our Cremini mushrooms. This is a similar application that you're going to put if a customer orders mushrooms on any other pizza. We want to make sure, but however, this is the only topping that's going on it besides the spread. So this is a good amount of mushrooms that we're putting onto this pizza. Make sure you get a nice even distribution. And of course they're going to shrink slightly when we bake them off as the water releases from the mushrooms. So this is a great distribution here. And let's go into the oven. And I'll get back to you when the pizza comes out of the oven and we'll do the finished toppings. Great browning on top. I'm sure the bottom is fabulous too. And the mushroom distribution worked out really well. I'm going to take it right behind here. I'm going to start to work the pizza out of the pan. That oiling that I did before, the pre-oiling, really helped release the sides. And it's just coming out really easy right now. And first thing we do, let's check the bottom. Let's see what we got going on the bottom here. Oh yeah, perfect bottom, perfect bottom. So let's take it out and put our finishing toppings on it. Slide it on out. And here we go. Finishing toppings for La Regina. Fairly simple. Our prosciutto is an add-on, so if customer wants to add on prosciutto, we'll put that on last. But first, let's go with our Parmesan Reggiano. One of my absolute favorite toppings is Reggiano from Parma, Italy. It gives that nice tang bite to the pizza. Next, we have our extra virgin olive oil. We're going a drizzle on that. See the knob on the top? Let's not cut that down too far. Let's leave it nice and tight at the top so that we get a nice even drizzle along it and not dumping oil on top. And then finally, we're doing our fresh chopped parsley to get this nice, a little bit of flavor, but mostly color. Let's bring some green color out of this pizza. And this is our La Regina. So this is 2025 February Pizza of the Month. And if I wanted to add prosciutto on, I'm going to put 1 prosciutto slice on each piece. So it's large Detroit. We have 8 slices. So let's get a nice pile of prosciutto on each slice. And that's how we will finish it off. I'll finish prosciutto going here too. And this is the La Regina. Going to do my cut down the middle and then 8 cut, right? So, bam, and then down the middle here. And there's my 8 cut for Detroit style. Let's try this pizza. It smells absolutely wonderful, Mike. I can't even hold back right now from cutting it. I had to come back and cut it and just try it for y'all. That crunch. Great crunch on the bottom. I'm getting the creamy white truffle and porcini mushroom sauce with that excellent aroma of white truffle. The La Regina, this is how we're going to build the round pizza. So this could be a New York style, a classic American, or a tavern gluten-free. So we pushed out our pizza dough, and next we're going to apply our white truffle and porcini spread. And this is going to be similar, putting the spread on if we were to put the good dog sauce on a round pizza as a base layer. So we want to make sure to get great coverage around the entire perimeter of the pizza. Not overload it and not skimp on it either. It's much easier to spread, especially on a round pizza, if you get the white truffle porcini mushroom spread to room temperature. When it comes out of the refrigerator, as you can see with this one that I had in the refrigerator, it's much thicker and it's going to be harder to spread on a round pizza. Not so much on a Detroit par baked because that's a lot stronger crust as it's already baked. This one is a soft crust as we haven't baked it yet. So I can go all the way to the edge with the white truffle porcini mushroom spread. And if I'm doing a tavern style pizza, I'm definitely going to the edge, right to the edge. On this New York classic American style, I'm still leaving that cornicione perimeter about an inch or so. But if you go over it, just like the Detroit style, totally fine. Next is our mozzarella cheese that we're going to put on. And then our final topping is the Cremini mushrooms for the bake. Post-bake, we'll come back with Parmesan Reggiano, chopped parsley, extra virgin olive oil, and then the customer also has the option to add on Prosciutto di Parma. We get a nice layer of whole milk mozzarella. And now our mushrooms, get great coverage with your mushrooms too. This is the only actual topping pre-bake is the mushrooms besides the white truffle spread. So make the white truffle spread be the star and then bring in the mushrooms as the co-star, but don't skimp on mushrooms either as they're gonna shrink. You check them out now and then when I take the pizza out of the oven, check out the size of them because they'll shrink significantly. All right, so that is it for us. So there's our round. Check out the mushrooms. They did shrink down a bunch. That's why we want to make sure to get great coverage with our mushrooms on the pre-bake. So our finished toppings on the La Regina is fairly simple. We're going to do our Parmesan Reggiano. Love this topping, one of my favorites. This is from Parma, Italy, too, by the way. The next topping is going to be our extra virgin olive oil. This is just a light drizzle on top. I like to zigzag it on. And then we have our freshly chopped parsley. Let's give it that nice green color and pop some more flavor out of it. Option for the customer will be to add Prosciutto di Parma. If we do, show you how we apply it. 8 slices. This is a 16-inch New York. If you have 8 slices, get 8 pieces of prosciutto on it. So each slice gets a nice little pile of prosciutto. So this